Both offlaners doing the exact same thing. There is a slight mid difference between the Ember and the OD, but it's nothing to write home about. Speaking of that OD, Wonderboy is going to rotate, trying to go after the clockwork, and they will reveal that they've got vision on the high ground. They will find Zorain, but Yangon dies. Yangon dies before Zorain, so first blood will go the way of YG.
That's a bigger take for YG, huh? Getting first blood bonus for himself. It's just opting for the double bracer into phase boots, so he wants to be able to run, wants to utilize like a little bit more armor. Is overstaying his welcome for whatever reason. Try to set up top though.
Ish. Chase is on. Got the troll well and truly locked down. I mean, he doesn't actually have battle trance available, though. Rupido's kind of got himself blocked up here in the cogs. Should just be dead on the troll, and they'll just drop the hammer, just in case. Lloyd should be a nice, easy pick-off, though Lloyd does seem to be recognizing something is a little bit awry, but not quite. Catch it. Look, set up there from Young PH, and of course Hall will take the killers now. A hookshot is out. They'll catch another. It's going to be Zorain being caught. Drake, though, is going to find himself in danger now. The snap fire, so he should eventually fall. He will. Hall will pick up a double, but now they've got the Ember. Young PH, he's able to remnant away. Relaxing for a little bit. I do again get very concerned about the BKB timings that you can look towards as YG. Even like the Centaurs aiming for one. PH setting up a kill. Moves is out. They've got Wonderboy immediately deleted here by Hall, as they might get a trade onto the Centaur, and they will take Hall down. But what's it going to cost? Rick will also drop here on the Snapfire, so try to chase a little bit more. They'll find the Witch Doctor, but they'll lose skill lane in the process. YG still in front. I think of this team fight as it's a 2-for-3 trade, but here comes Yangon onto Zorain, trying to find another. The Clockwork in a bit of danger, will try to run, and might actually make it out. Young PH continues to force them away. In fact, he wants Rupido. He'll get the chains out onto the Pangoli. Young PH really playing on the edge, gets the remnant, and does make it out. You can still see the effects of that. Like, he's still 2k behind the troll. Again, I just don't think it's going to get any better as time goes on.
Young guy?
Oh. That, because it was 21 minutes. The Wisdom Rune was spawning. You know? Maybe he should have been a little bit more cautious, but here we go. He do at least find the Ember, and they've got it. They're going to find the OD. Revenge is sweet. Zorain, I'm not sure what he's trying to do there with that hook shot. It was definitely unnecessary.
Gets it, and because the troll gets it, they farm up into BKBs, which are already up and running on our triple horse. So now the OD has him full.
Young BH opts BKB this time around. He'll make it out. In fact, here comes Kish from the side. They'll at least Astral up the troll. Warlord is Wonderboy actually going to get away with an Invis for now, but not for long. He will die in the tree line as YG looking to put perhaps a lid on this game one. And you know, Young God's the saving grace right now with his net worth on his team, but even he's just nowhere near a level yet where you really feel confident, as they are going to jump Drink now. Lloyd's going to try and help out with the Death Ward usage into Hall, but Hall has the Glimmer Cape of skill later to survive. Rupido, he does go for the Rolling Thunder, but it does nothing to Hall. Hall's actually got his team coming with a big smoke behind him. He's going to survive long enough, though. He does have a BKB to throw out. Drink is actually going to be spotted here by Hall. Yangon's going to jump in. He'll try to block the Sentinel, but he gets his BKB up in time, and now Yangon's in huge trouble. Young PH chained up three of them. He'll pop his BKB and run, but they've got the ensnares out to root him down. Rupido the fourth. Try to get out, but there's no chance, it looks like, as they'll drop the hammer. They'll at least find Zorain, but it's a full team wipe. Wonderboy run. Young PH is not done yet. Maybe he needs to be, though, because Drick is on the chase now with his OD. Young PH has gone too far. He's out of mana. Okay, HP, but they might have to give it a crack. It's a very hard kill to imagine, but they're going to try. Yangon jumps in. They've still got the Ursa to rely on. Hookshot is out to try and save Hall. He's still alive, though they are still going, but he gets his BKB off with half his HP still available. They'll at least get a Clockwork, but that's all they've got out of this.
And it's fair. Rain was worth a lot of gold.
Young God's farming underneath Vision right now, John. Whole team left apart from him. It's the classic carry curse. Still hanging about. Gish will get the tier 3 tower. We can start working on it. Remnant chains is flying out here from there, but you can't really forget about that. Chain gang, that is. Or helping a bit of damage. Will still be a centaur. Like, he's a tanky boy. They'll continue to work on towards Hor. He's running, but they'll drop the hammer and they'll finally get the job done as they've lost. Well, they haven't yet. Drick is alive. It's OD. Taking down Zorain now. Kish forced the BKB, and Kish will just TP away.
What other items are we looking for? Sight of Vice for Wonder Boy coming out next as well.
Oh, nice walk. They're going to find Rupido. Go for the Rolling Thunder to try and survive this. Needs to find a way out. Rupido, he's still perfectly fine for now. Lotus Orb will be committed. Gets onto the high ground towards the Twin Gates, but the Terrorizer is going to make it very hard to get away. Eventually, they will catch him. The Pango is down. A bit of hesitation though. They saw him there for a second, but they don't make the jump in. Young PH, what do we do now? They've got him. Young PH is down.
We'll walk through the gate instead, as that was taken out. But this is right into where Salvation's at.
He's out mid lane, around the bottom lane. Sorry, OD. Will be the target. They'll jump in Yangon here, trying to help out his OD. Be alright for now with the Astral Imprisonment, but Wonder Boy needs to find a way out. Will run his way out as Yangon now being targeted by Kish, who does go into the battle trench, just manning up right against the Ursa. And it seems as though this Ursa cannot continue to fight. He needs to get out as they are onto the OD once again, onto Yangon once again to boot. They want both at the same time and they've got him. Both will drop onto the third. They'll find themselves Trick on the Snapfire. It's been a buyback being committed here from Lloyd, but Lloyd can't get back to the team fight in time. PH is going to show himself. The Wonder Boy on PH. Spread out the remnants. Keep in mind, he does have that chain gang facet available, so it's quite easy to land these chains from a mile away. 4 towers now under siege here, thanks to Kish. He'll find one. Or another, they'll make the jump in. They have found the Ember for now, but young PH still too tanky. He's not going to die. He'll be just fine to survive as he comes back into the team fight. They're onto the OD. They've got the full control. Wonder Boy with the X trying to survive a little bit longer, but they're called the GG. It's the Ancient's gone. They just focus it down. Why even fight when you can go right for the jugular?
Bodes well for young PH to recover from this lane, but should be straightforward for Wonder Boy. They do manage to get a jump on Zorain here.
It's a nice start. They'll take down the Phoenix already, so YG already giving first blood back the way of Rupido on the pos 3 Marcian. Of course, going to be just fine. Still gets the creep pull away as well, so happy days for him. Even with the hook, and props to Rupido for finding Zorain again down that top lane, but even with the hook, like, you want the max range hook, otherwise the damage isn't really that impressive.
Yeah, nah. It's not enough to really threaten the Centaur. Double Bracer up. Probably Purple Bracer coming in now as well. We'll find Kish eventually.
That's not great. If you are on the side of YG just getting caught out like that, both heroes going down top lane, and Lloyd, bottom lane, does get caught with a nice toss back here from School A, so they do at least trade Lloyd across the map.
He went a little bit greedier. He went for a level 2 waveform, so he doesn't have attribute shift up at 2. Can't shift into AP that well, as they do manage to clear out Paw at last.
Plus another Fire Spirit could do the work, but with the healing Lotus that was there, he won't even try, as now Zorain does get jumped. Drick again setting up a nice kill. Does actually secure the kill himself on the line.
Some nice takes again. As Marcy getting fed so much in the lane. Gonna accelerate this BKB time and accelerate that level 6 spike as well. They are consistent for Wisdom.
Bottom lane, they do actually find the Centaur, but it does cost Lloyd. Still, they'll find a 2-for-1. Another very successful engagement here down at this bottom lane.
I don't know, like, it stalls out your blade mail by a substantial amount in comparison to no boots, Purple Bracer. Just prevents some early play here.
Lloyd not going to land the hook that time around. Skill A, nice little sidestep to avoid us. Now the Dream Coil will fly it onto the Ember. Wonder, he'll get silenced up. Do they have the damage? They do not. Wonder Boy will barely survive. We didn't force the Papa Fairy fight just to ensure he does make it. It will still take the life of Lloyd, at the very least. Punch does go down. But they do miss out on the much bigger kill in the end. Or with a dream call that's set up from Young PH. This will be a big one. It seems that there'll be no real bigger... Oh, Hook is out from Lloyd. They do still secure the kill onto the gyro. But at least they'll take hold with it. Certainly are. Because what will it be? I mean, Young PH, he's going to find Drick first, so Drick is just pretty much dead. They'll land. Ooh. Ooh. No, they won't land a stun. Skill lane with the toss, mid-rebound. What a toss to come out. I almost couldn't believe my eyes there, John. It's like, wait a minute, what happened? Wonderboy, he'll try to juke them out, but not quite. KSH is going to catch him with a sleight of fist himself.
But it's not like you're slowing down here on Kish or even Young PH. Going full right click on that puck as well. I love this read. Not going for the BKB as he's queuing up. Star's trying.
Get a tiny.
Fine skill lane.
It's a finger charge shot. Chains out though. Catching out two, stopping the chase that was continuing as Hawk is not going to land on Hawk. Still thinking about going, it looks like. Without their tiny, they're giving it a crack as they do jump the Ember, and in fact they might have it. And they do. Wonderboy is down. Drick tried to help out, but Drick may have cost his own life as the chase continues. Egg was dropped. Drick will get a nice earth spike. The hook away is going to allow him to survive. My God, like you get a support tiny, but then you casually lose your mid-Ember like that. And that they are. Lloyd looking for a nice call. Young PH though, going to be spotted with the Sentry Ward, but the Avalanche is going to ensure they can't really follow up, but Lloyd is just going to die immediately as Hall. He might die with him. It's not a bad trade at all. It's a very good trade for Salvation if they can get out with everyone else, and they successfully will. Again, Lloyd, I mean, you say what you will, John, but this +5 Pudge, he's finding the openings for them. However, December is no dying. Wonderboy, he's gone again. Rick is also dead, John. Try something. Next out, Drick. Finds all rain. Jump in is there from Rupido. He'll stop, not going to do too much. Yangon, he got his PKB in time, and now the Hawk is going to catch out the Centaur. They'll find a secondary picker. It's a massive engagement for Salvation Gaming. Finding two targets for the price of nothing. You've got to love that. I feel like there's some weird case to be made for like support more with that passive. There's a weird case.
Yeah. I think Core Morph could work. Iconize as a... Find Yangon.
Oh, Yangon. Oh, the hook misses too.
Oh my God.
How did the hook miss?
The read between the enemy heroes. It didn't look like it was even gunning for the gyro.
Oh,
they find Young PH at least.
Okay.
Why?
Stampede. They're going. You go on, Jonathan. Skill late. Avalanche gonna land. They'll find Lloyd. Yangon right by his side. We'll go for a TP play. Oh, Yangon! He had the BKB. He had the BKB. Is he alright? Has he? No, he hasn't. It's 3 tower. No contest so far. Drake, he's going to jump in, breaks the Lincolns and gets the Hex off, but there's no real follow-up, but they do get the Hex eventually here. Lloyd setting up onto the Morphin with the Strength Morph Force there in time. Kish still alive, will be able to wait for him to the low ground. He's alright. He makes it out. Rick is fine to survive another day, or rather the Morphling is as Rick dies. All in the meantime, trying to take down Rupido, should have him and will. The Marcy down, the toss back play onto Lloyd. Lloyd just going down so quickly on the Pudge.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
The Morph survived all of that. That's the worst part. We have 5-man smoke. Salvation, they're going to try and wrap around the long way to that top lane. Or is still showing, but he's a big boy. Quite hard to burst that quick enough, but they're going to try and give it a crack. Moore still alive. The Sunray healing him up. He finally goes down, but now Kish can get right to work. Right after ripping it with the bite. Lloyd will save. Lloyd will just dismember up the Marcy, but they've lost Yangon. Oh, they've lost Yangon instead. They've lost Wonderboy. They fall for the bait. Like, Hall is just laughing from the grave. What were they thinking? We do what, yeah.
They really did. It does cost them no buybacks. Racks will fall. Pressure in tier 4s. They've had enough of this game on YG.
Nice little hook. I mean, Lloyd's still landing the hooks. Lloyd's been doing a great job of that.
Radiant
Kind of the classic issue with Pudge, isn't it, John? You can land all the hooks in the world, but it doesn't win you the game. Well, there we go. GG's call. Props to the Salvation Gaming boys for giving it their best crack for the road to the international qualifiers, John. But it is going to be YG progressing through the lower bracket.
And it is.